Have you ever pondered over the impending grand battle between good and evil as foretold in ancient prophecies? Today we delve into the intriguing narrative of the War Scroll, a remarkable fragment of the Dead Sea Scrolls discovered in the barren cliffs of Qumran. This script of destiny narrates an apocalyptic prophecy, painting a vivid tableau of a grand confrontation termed as the War of the Sons of Light against the Sons of Darkness. The tale springs from an epoch where the forces of good, known as the Sons of Light, primarily the Essene community and perhaps other Jewish factions, braced themselves for a ferocious battle against the forces of evil, the Sons of Darkness. This sinister force comprises the Kittim, often seen as a reference to the Romans and other adversaries of Israel. The narrative weaves its way through two main phases: the war against the Kittim and the War of Divisions. The former lays out a series of tumultuous battles, culminating in a divine intervention that tips the scales of victory towards the Sons of Light. Following this divine triumph, a 6-year period of preparation commences, leading to the restoration of the Temple in Jerusalem. But the tale doesn't end here. The second phase, the War of Divisions, spans over 33 years. It emphasizes a protracted conflict without the aid of supernatural allies, a stark contrast to the earlier battles where angelic hosts fought shoulder to shoulder with human warriors. The War Scroll resonates with intricate details of military strategies, armaments and formations of the Sons of Light. These descriptions draw uncanny parallels to Roman warfare methods, suggesting a historical context nestled in the Hellenistic or early Roman period. Interwoven within the military narrative are liturgical elements and inscriptions for military standards and equipment. These religious aspects underscore the deeply devout nature of this envisioned conflict. And so begins the tale of an epic conflict that unfolds in the War Scroll. A unique amalgamation of a military manual and theological treatise, the War Scroll offers a window into the eschatological expectations and societal conditions of the Essene community and the broader Jewish society of that era. Who were these Sons of Light and Sons of Darkness locked in this prophesied battle, you might ask? Let's delve into the identities of these rival factions as deciphered by scholars. The Sons of Light, an embodiment of virtue, primarily comprised the Essenes. This pious Jewish sect, known for their rigorous devotion to religious rituals and communal living, were not alone. It's believed that other Jewish groups, united in their faith and shared aspirations, also formed part of this force of good. Their goal? To uphold righteousness and banish the shadow of evil cast by their adversaries. Now let's turn our attention to the Sons of Darkness. This faction, often associated with malevolence, comprised the Kittim, a term frequently interpreted as the Romans. The Romans, conquerors of lands far and wide, were known for their might and their ruthless pursuit of power. However, the Sons of Darkness were not just the Romans. They also encompassed other foes of Israel, forming a formidable coalition of forces set on derailing the course of righteousness. The narrative of the War Scroll paints a vivid portrait of these adversaries. The Sons of Light, despite being outnumbered, stood their ground, their resolve as solid as a fortress. Their belief in divine justice and the eventual triumph of good over evil fueled their spirit and determination. On the other hand, the Sons of Darkness, armed with earthly power and numbers, sought to impose their reign of terror and disrupt the divine order. This cosmic struggle was not merely a battle between two factions. It was a clash between light and darkness, good and evil, faith and tyranny. A struggle that bore the weight of divine justice and the future of a people on its shoulders. Indeed, the War Scroll reflects the dualistic worldview of the Essenes. A world divided into light and darkness, righteousness and wickedness, with an ultimate showdown signaling the dawn of a new era of divine justice and peace. Thus, the stage is set for an epic conflict between these opposing forces. As the curtain rises, we brace ourselves for the unfolding drama of this grand battle. The war against the Kittim, a series of battles with a divine intervention, marks the first phase of this conflict. This is not your everyday battle, but a struggle of cosmic proportions that unfolds in the pages of the War Scroll, one of the enigmatic Dead Sea Scrolls discovered at Qumran. Let's delve into the heart of this celestial conflict, where the Sons of Light, primarily the Essene community and potentially other Jewish factions, wage war against the Sons of Darkness, the Kittim, often interpreted as the Romans, and other adversaries of Israel. The war against the Kittim is not merely a sequence of earthly skirmishes. It's a series of battles, each more intense than the last, each one a testament to the spiritual fortitude of the Sons of Light. These battles are not won with mere physical prowess. Each victory, each triumph, is a testament to the divine intervention that stands at the very core of this conflict. Imagine the battlefield, a tumultuous arena where the forces of good and evil clash in a spectacle of cosmic proportions. The Sons of Light, bolstered by their unwavering faith and divine assistance, stand resolute against the Kittim. These are not ordinary warriors, but champions of light, their resolve unbroken, their spirits unyielding. In this divine theatre of war, the intervention of celestial forces is not a matter of if, but when. The heavens watch, their gaze steadfast on the battlefield, and then, at the pivotal moment, they intervene. The divine intervention, as chronicled in the War Scroll, is not a subtle nudge or a quiet whisper, but a resounding, unequivocal declaration of support for the Sons of Light. This divine intervention, however, is not an isolated incident. It's a recurring theme, a divine echo that reverberates through each battle, each clash of swords, each cry of victory. The War Scroll paints a vivid picture of these divine interventions, their impact profound, their message clear. The Sons of Light are not alone in their struggle. These divine interventions, these celestial declarations of support, culminate in the ultimate victory of the Sons of Light. A victory not won in isolation, but a triumph shared with the divine forces that stood by their side. A victory that marks not just the end of a battle, but the beginning of a new chapter in the celestial narrative. This victory, however, is more than just a military triumph. It's a spiritual victory, a testament to the power of faith, the strength of conviction, and the unyielding resolve of the Sons of Light. It's a victory that echoes through the ages, its resonance felt even today. With the divine intervention, the Sons of Light emerge victorious, leading to a period of preparation. This victory heralds a time of preparation, a time to regroup, to reflect, and to ready themselves for the next phase of conflict. But that, dear listeners, is a tale for another time. For now, let us celebrate the victory of the Sons of Light, the triumph of good over evil, and the enduring legacy of the war against the Kittim. In the aftermath of the war against the Kittim, a period of preparation ensues. The dust of battle settles, and the Sons of Light emerge victorious, yet a new challenge lies ahead. The restoration of the Temple in Jerusalem, a beacon of hope, a symbol of unyielding faith and a sanctuary for the Sons of Light. For 6 monumental years, the Sons of Light labor tirelessly to restore the Temple to its former glory. This is not merely a physical reconstruction, it's a spiritual renaissance, a rebirth of the heart of their community. The temple, once ravaged by war, is gradually transformed brick by brick, prayer by prayer. It's an era of rebuilding, of healing, and of preparing for what lies ahead. The meticulous restoration process echoes the profound reverence the Sons of Light hold for this sacred place. Every stone is laid with care, every artifact returned with respect, every corner of the temple infused with the collective hopes and prayers of a people rising from the ashes. The restoration of the temple is not just about mending walls, it's about mending spirits, rekindling faith, and renewing resolve. During this period, the Sons of Light also prepare for the next phase of the prophecy, the War of Divisions. The restoration serves as a physical testament to their resilience, a monument to their faith, and a fortress for the battles to come. It's a period of fortification, both of the temple and of their spirits, a time of gathering strength, honing skills, and fostering unity. The temple, once devastated, now stands tall, a testament to the indomitable spirit of the Sons of Light. The echoes of their prayers fill the air, their faith is etched into the stones, and their resolve is as unyielding as the temple walls. The restoration of the temple symbolizes the resurgence of hope, the rekindling of faith, and the readiness for the trials ahead. As the temple restores its glory, the stage is set for the second phase of the conflict, The temple stands resilient, the Sons of Light stand ready, and the story of their epic struggle unfolds. The war of the Sons of Light against the Sons of Darkness continues. The War of Divisions, a prolonged conflict without supernatural allies, marks the second phase of the prophesied battle. In this phase, the narrative takes a significant turn. The Sons of Light, fresh from their victory against the Kittim, now face a new challenge that tests their mettle in a different way. This War of Division spans over 33 years. It is not a quick, decisive battle with divine intervention. Instead, it is a long, drawn-out war where the Sons of Light must rely solely on their own strength, courage, and strategy, without the aid of angelic hosts. The adversaries in this phase are not clearly defined as they were in the war against the Kittim. The term divisions suggests a fragmentation, perhaps implying internal strife within the Sons of Light, or a multitude of external enemies. The exact nature of these divisions remains a matter of interpretation, adding an intriguing layer of complexity to the narrative. The War of Divisions is a stark contrast to the earlier battles. The absence of supernatural allies underscores the humanity of the Sons of Light, making their struggle all the more relatable. It is a war of attrition, a test of endurance, and a testament to the tenacity of the human spirit. The text of the War Scroll, however, does not lose its meticulous detailing in this phase. It continues to provide a comprehensive account of the military strategies, formations, and armaments employed by the Sons of Light. This level of detail suggests a keen understanding of warfare and a profound respect for the art and science of battle. Yet, the War of Divisions is not merely a military conflict, it is also a spiritual struggle reflecting the deeply ingrained dualistic worldview of the Essene community. The forces of light and darkness are not merely physical armies, but also represent the moral and spiritual choices of the individual and the community. In this phase, the Sons of Light fight not only for their physical survival, but also for their spiritual integrity. The War of Divisions, therefore, becomes a metaphor for the internal struggles that each of us faces, the decisions we make, and the principles we stand for. The War of Divisions also sets the stage for the ultimate triumph of the Sons of Light. Although it is a prolonged and arduous conflict, it is also a necessary part of the prophetic narrative. It is through this struggle, this test of their mettle, that the Sons of Light prove their worthiness for the final victory. In the end, the War of Divisions is not just a chapter in a historical or prophetic narrative. It is a reflection of the human condition, a testament to our capacity for endurance, resilience, and hope in the face of adversity. Thus, the War of Divisions unfolds, marking a significant shift in the nature of the conflict. It is a tale of perseverance, of struggle, and ultimately of hope for a brighter future. It reminds us that even in the midst of war and division, the light can still shine through. The War Scroll, in its detailed narration, also serves as a military manual. This ancient document is a trove of information, revealing the military strategies, armaments, and formations of the Sons of Light, the Essene community's army in this apocalyptic prophecy. When we delve into the text, we can visualize the Sons of Light preparing for battle. The strategies they employ are not only spiritually guided, but also tactically sound, drawing parallels from the Roman warfare methods. The formations they adopt are intricate, designed to maximize their strengths and exploit their enemies' weaknesses. Each soldier has a precise position, a specific role, and they move as a single, unified entity, embodying the unity of their cause. The armaments they carry are meticulously described in the War Scroll. Each warrior is equipped with a shield, a helmet, and a coat of mail, a clear indication of the influence of Roman military gear. Their offensive weapons comprise of swords, bows, and arrows, and spears. These are not just tools of war, they are seen as divine instruments sanctified for the holy battle against the forces of darkness. Interestingly, the War Scroll also details the inscriptions on these armaments. Every piece of equipment, every weapon, bears a name or a phrase invoking God's protection or symbolizing the warrior's commitment to their cause. These inscriptions highlight the deeply religious nature of this envisioned conflict, where every aspect, even the most mundane, is imbued with spiritual significance. Beyond the individual soldier, the War Scroll outlines the larger battle formations. The Sons of Light are arranged in 7 divisions, each comprising of 7,000 men, again underlining the religious symbolism. The choice of 7, a number often associated with divine perfection in Jewish tradition, reflects the belief in divine guidance and protection. These formations are not static. They change and adapt in response to the ebb and flow of battle. The text describes intricate maneuvers, flanking movements, and surprise attacks, revealing a sophisticated understanding of warfare tactics. The Sons of Light, it seems, were not merely relying on divine intervention for victory, they were also employing strategic acumen. But perhaps the most striking aspect of these strategies is their integration of liturgical elements. Prayers, hymns and rituals are interwoven into the battle preparations and execution, blurring the line between the spiritual and the martial. The battlefield for the Sons of Light is not just a place of physical conflict, it is a sacred space where the cosmic struggle between good and evil plays out. These meticulous details not only serve as a military guide, but also provide a glimpse into the warfare methods of the era. The War Scroll, in its blending of military manual and theological treatise, offers us a window into a time when war was not just a clash of armies, but a manifestation of a much larger cosmic conflict. The War Scroll, in its essence, is deeply religious, intertwining warfare with faith. As we delve deeper into this ancient text, we find that it's not just a tale of conflict and struggle, but also a spiritual journey, a testament of faith. The War Scroll goes beyond mere military strategies and armaments, weaving liturgical elements into the narrative. The text is infused with inscriptions for military standards and equipment, indicative of a strong religious undertone. These inscriptions are more than simple markings, they are declarations of faith, symbols of divine protection, and reminders of the spiritual nature of their mission. The authors of the War Scroll did not view this as a mere earthly conflict, but as a divine showdown between the forces of light and darkness. Every battle strategy, every weapon, was imbued with a spiritual significance, a divine purpose. The formations of the Sons of Light, detailed meticulously in the text, mirror this religious fervor. These formations were not just strategic placements on a battlefield, they were an embodiment of their belief system, a physical representation of their faith. This religious element is further emphasized in the War of Divisions, a protracted conflict spanning over 33 years. Here, the Sons of Light, bereft of angelic allies, rely heavily on their faith. This phase, unlike the war against the Kittim, underscores the importance of unwavering belief in the face of adversity. The War Scroll is more than a historical document. It's a testament of the Essenes' dualistic worldview. It paints a picture of a society where history's culmination is seen in a cosmic struggle between the forces of light and darkness. Their expected triumph of good over evil signals the onset of a new era of divine justice and peace. The War Scroll thus stands as a unique blend of military manual and theological treatise. It offers us a glimpse into the eschatological expectations and societal conditions of the Essene community and the broader Jewish society of that era. It reminds us that in the face of conflict, faith can be the most potent weapon. The War Scroll, while prophetic, is deeply rooted in the historical context of its time. This ancient text, part of the Dead Sea Scrolls discovered at Qumran, is more than just an apocalyptic prophecy of a grand battle. It's a window into the world of the Essenes and the broader Jewish society during a tumultuous era. The War Scroll is believed to have been composed between 2 significant historical events: the Roman occupation of Judea in 63 BC and the dissolution of the Qumran community around AD 68. The former marked the beginning of Roman influence in the region, while the latter signaled the end of the Essene community due to the Jewish revolt. Let's step back in time to 63 BC. The Roman general Pompey the Great had just completed his successful military campaign in the east, and Judea fell under Roman control. The Jewish society was now under the rule of a foreign power, and the Essene community, like other Jewish factions, found themselves living in a world dramatically different from what they had known. It's within this context that the War Scroll was likely written. The text's detailed descriptions of military strategies, armaments, and formations bear striking similarities to Roman warfare methods of the time, suggesting the Essenes were keen observers of their new rulers. Fast forward to AD 68. The Jewish revolt, a rebellion against the Roman Empire, had been raging for 4 years. The Qumran community, the likely authors of the War Scroll, found themselves in the midst of this upheaval. In the face of such chaos, the community dissolved, marking the end of the Essenes as a distinct group within Jewish society. The War Scroll, therefore, is believed to have been written during a time of significant societal change and conflict. The text reflects the struggles and hopes of the Essenes within this historical context. The Sons of Light, the forces of good, are depicted as facing off against the Sons of Darkness, the forces of evil, which include the Kittim, often interpreted as the Romans. The text's dualistic worldview, where good and evil are in a constant struggle, mirrors the societal conditions of the era. The Essenes, living under Roman rule and later witnessing the dissolution of their community, envisaged a future where the forces of light would triumph over darkness. This victory would signal the onset of a new era of divine justice and peace, a hope that likely resonated deeply with the people of the time. The War Scroll, thus, not only reflects the Essenes' dualistic worldview, but also provides a glimpse into the societal conditions of the era. It's a unique blend of military manual and theological treatise, a testament to the resilience and faith of a community living in turbulent times. The War Scroll, a prophecy of an epic battle between good and evil, stands as a testament to the beliefs and conditions of its time. The War Scroll paints a picture of a world immersed in a struggle between the forces of light and darkness, a battle not just of physical might but of spiritual strength. It's a narrative that places the Essene community and possibly other Jewish factions in the role of the Sons of Light, bravely fighting against the Sons of Darkness, representing the forces of evil, which include the Kittim, often interpreted as the Romans and other adversaries of Israel. In this apocalyptic prophecy, the conflict unfolds in 2 main phases: the war against the Kittim and the War of Divisions. The former envisages a series of battles culminating in a divine intervention that grants victory to the Sons of Light. Following this, a 6-year period of preparation leads to the restoration of the Temple in Jerusalem. The latter phase, the War of Divisions, extends over 33 years, emphasizing a prolonged conflict without supernatural allies, differing from the earlier battles where angelic hosts participate alongside human warriors. The War Scroll is not merely a prophecy, but a detailed military manual, outlining strategies, armaments, and formations of the Sons of Light. It draws parallels to Roman warfare methods, suggesting a historical context in the Hellenistic or early Roman period. Yet, it's also a theological treatise, with liturgical elements and inscriptions for military standards and equipment featuring prominently, indicating the deeply religious nature of this envisioned conflict. Scholars generally date the composition of the War Scroll to between the Roman occupation of Judea in 63 BC and the dissolution of the Qumran community around AD 68 due to the Jewish revolt. The document reflects the Essenes' dualistic worldview, where history's culmination is seen in a cosmic struggle between the forces of light and darkness, with the expected triumph of good signaling the onset of a new era of divine justice and peace. In its detailed narration, the War Scroll offers a glimpse into the eschatological expectations and societal conditions of the Essene community and the broader Jewish society of that era. Having journeyed through the intricacies of the War Scroll, let's appreciate the marvels of technology. Our tribute goes to artificial intelligence, the unseen force behind this captivating video experience. Special thanks to JC, the innovator of our AI pipeline revolutionizing video generation. The visuals, narrative depth, and seamless flow owe their presence to AI technologies. As we delve deeper, let's remember these remarkable tools that make our journey possible. Thanks to AI and JC, we explore ancient prophecies in unprecedented. Stay tuned as we continue to unravel history, one scroll at a time. Until our next adventure, keep exploring. Are you captivated by the immersive storytelling experience you just witnessed? This compelling narrative, this journey through time and history, is brought to you by the power of custom AI videos. From unraveling ancient prophecies like the War Scroll to presenting your brand story in a captivating manner, AI videos can do it all. Imagine a world where your ideas are transformed into high-quality, engaging content. That's the magic of AI videos. They are custom-made, tailored to your needs, and designed to resonate with your audience. The visuals you see, the narrative depth you experience, and the seamless flow you enjoy, all of these are the fruits of AI and innovative minds like JC. It's not just about telling a story, it's about creating an experience. And with AI videos, you can take your storytelling to unprecedented heights. So why wait? Elevate your storytelling with custom AI videos today. Remember, every story is worth telling, and with AI videos, every story comes to life.